as hell, man. Check it out, man. Let's start with my life and how it's affected me, and how it's affecting all of us in that same regard, pretty much. So I spent 6 months of my life, bro, signing up for college. It's a long process. They want to see where you're at with math levels, all that different stuff, depending on what field you're going into. I busted my ass to better my life, to be a game designer, which you'd know if you'd seen my other videos. Because I'm just sick of how game companies treat people. So I'm going to make my own. And, you know, better the world. Because that's who I am and what I do. So 6 months of my life gone. Like a fart in the wind, I guess. I don't know when I'll be able to go to college. Because I guess they're just shutting everything down. Colleges, everything. You name it, it's gone. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell, bro? Like, see, the problem I always have with the government or these giant rich companies or anything like that is they never want to reimburse us. They're all about taking away, taking away, taking away. We're just supposed to accept it, or there's a jail cell, there's a prison cell. Like, man, if you're going to take my education away, can you at least reimburse me, please? Some of us are working hard to better our lives. We're going through all the different loopholes to do it, to get it done the right way. I just don't like how you're shutting it down, man. Like, I guess everyone's out of jobs in my neck of the woods over here in Washington State. Everything's just... it's just gone. I guess if this thing ever blows over, lots of job opportunities. And now they're saying everybody is gonna get the virus. Now, apparently, only the elderly are gonna be affected. So, you know, I guess all the more intelligent people that seem to know more about life than the rest of us young kids, the rest of us young people, like scientists, doctors, which I think they're probably evil to the core anyway. Like, a lot of the old people are going to die. A lot of the young people with weak immune systems, like newborns and stuff, are, I guess, have a chance of dying. But, I don't know, man. Like, the world is crazy right now. They're shutting down. Like, I can't even go to the gym to work out right now. Like, that kind of just blows me away, man. I don't know, man. Like, in our National Guard, like over here in America, we have this thing called the National Guard. And remember, they're supposed to fight for us, the people, in case the government gets out of hand. Like, for example, trampling on our humanitarian rights, saying screw you to the amendment, which if you're not an American, let me explain that one for you. Our right to bear arms, which they've been trying to take away. I don't even have a gun. And I'm still defending it, because as long as the police have guns, as long as our military have guns, we the people need guns. That's the whole point of the amendment. When America was made, they slammed a flag in the ground and they said, listen, to make it so everybody here has good lives, we're going to have humanitarian rights, which means, you know, the ability to pursue happiness without conflict, the ability to bear arms, the ability to, you know, look it up sometime, all these different things. And then, like, it doesn't take a genius to look on YouTube, type up police brutality, and see cops murdering people left and right. Like, holy crap. Like, so many people are sleeping under a rock like SpongeBob or something, bro, because you don't know how many people I meet in my day-to-day life that doesn't even know that happens every single day. And then there's like racist black people that think it's only black people. I'm not racist. I'm not sexist either. So putting that out there, I'm a loving person. I love everybody. You know? But bro, it's not just black people. Like, I'm in the same boat. I've been picked on by cops. A lot of my friends have. I think we all have. Like, man, honestly, you ever look at history sometime and just wonder about this corona stuff? Like, if they shut the power grid off because of the virus, because like who's working AT&T? Who's working at the internet companies? That's the type of stuff that crosses my mind, because so much of our day-to-day lives are done online. Like we got, sometimes we have college classes, which you gotta have that to pay the bills, right? Because money pays the bills. That's how we live. That's how we go to the grocery store, which currently, by the way, has no food in it. That's whack as hell, man. Oh man, see, that's the problem I always have with the government. Like, it doesn't take a genius to point out all the flaws. Like, they love taking stuff away, and if somebody says boo, there's a jail cell. And then that person can't get a job for the rest of their life, at least the good ones in most cases. That to me is whack as hell, bro. Like, do you know how many people can't even put clothes on their back? Or can't even buy food? Like, I'm not the wealthiest person either. I struggle to feed myself all the time. Like, they spend our tax dollars on worthless shit. They act like we vote on this crap. We don't. Like, screw climate change. Like, how about making our day-to-day lives a little better? How about giving a shout-out to the poor people that don't got as good as the high-class people? How about upgrading our technology, too, while we're at it? I mean, do you guys realize Lewis and Clark, history lesson for you? Dude, do you know how many years ago that was? Like, none of us were alive. Like, those people found America, pretty much jacked it from the Indians, fought a war, whatever. We've had the same tech for so long now. Man, if Lewis and Clark are rolling in their grave right now, man, they could come into the future. They'd think this is pathetic, bro. Like, that's why we gotta play video games and watch anime to see stuff we don't have. Because, like, they're never upgrading technology. And if they are, it's like an elite class, government-only bullshit thing. Like you see in the movies when you watch a James Bond show. Like, all these high-tech gadgets and gears. It's like, where's us the people shit? Like, don't you realize the government's our bitch? They're supposed to do what we want, not the other way around. And, like, screw them taking away guns and shit, bro. Like I said, do yourself a favor, educate people. Like, screw respecting police, man. I don't respect them. I don't respect any form of government authority. The police, the hospitals, the attorneys, the judges, they're all linked together, man. The police have their foot in every single one of these doors. The hospitals are corrupt. They take advantage of us. They give us drugs that kill us. I mean, dude, you do realize the government's supposed to be our bitch? They're supposed to care about us? But, like, the reality is, like, we, the people, can't tell them shit. Or they throw us in a jail cell, man. Like, it just bums me out, man. How they can just take everything away, shut it down, not give a crap. They don't reimburse us. I mean, back in 2008, the economy crashed. Did they ever fix that? Now, I know our president comes on the TV and says, let's make America great again, jobs all around. But then what happens is, like, dude, did any of you guys actually see any real change? Like, if you look around your town, did it change at all? Like, I'm here to tell you now, like, shit only got worse out here where I'm from. Ain't no jobs all around. And whatever jobs we have is controlled by the corrupt job agencies. Like, people with an education, people with college degrees, people that graduated high school. Like, we're all working at the same shithole, dude. We're all working at the canneries, doing hard labor like good little slaves. Like, that to me is ass backwards, bro. Like, I got an education back then in high school. I'm getting an education again now. Where's my piece of the pie, bro? Like, stop lying to me on the TV. Stop lying to us, the people, saying, like, there's jobs all around. Like, bro, like, America's built on status. You guys are a bunch of liars and manipulators. Like, name one boss you've ever had that treated you like a loving brother and sister. You can't do it. Because they treat us like we're animals, bro. And I'm sorry to say, I'm a human being. I got feelings. I got needs. I'm not a dog, bro. You can't just throw me in a cage and call it good. And so with this coronavirus stuff, what's going to happen is they're probably going to, this is probably the beginning of something worse. Like, they shut down everything. If we complain, there's the jail cell, which our tax dollars pay for, by the way. Like, come on, bro. Can you use our tax to do something to help us instead of... Oh, my God. Damn it, dude. So frustrating talking about this. They're shutting down everything. They're not really reimbursing us, not really caring too much. And how long before they shut down the power grid? Like, so much of our day-to-day lives are reliant on the internet. And with that gone, it's going to be like the cowboy and Indian days all over again. It's like a 360 turnaround from what we're used to. You know, they're talking about martial law. Like I said, the National Guard, which is supposed to fight for us, the people, is teaming up with the government to prevent us in my town from leaving. Like, I think that's whack as hell. Like, we the people need our own headquarters. We need to do that now. We need to get some real men together that have critical thinking. And we need to prepare to fight a war if it comes to it. Because, look, they're taking everything away. You think it's temporary, but mark my words. Like, just like when the economy busted in 2008 and they didn't really give a crap. They just played it off all cool. Like, yeah, there's jobs everywhere. Don't worry. You're good. Meanwhile, people with like 10 years education are working at the job agencies for minimum wage jobs. My God, dude, like, do you know how many grown adults in their 30s or older, or even older than that, make the same amount of money as a high school student? A lot of them, dude. So, this coronavirus, without shutting everything down, it kind of seemed like a command to conquer operation, where in the near future, it's probably going to get worse. I don't know, man. Like, I see a sinking ship here. I don't really trust the National Guard. They're supposed to stand up for the rest of us when shit hits the fan. Doesn't really seem like it's happening. I think that, you know, and how they take away our gun rights left and right, that kind of makes me think, why would they do that? Like, don't you care if other countries invade us or making our people weaker? Or does our own government not care about how the police and the hospitals take advantage of us left and right? I mean, dude, we're not even able to jack off to some porn, for crying out loud. I know that's way off subject, but I have to mention it because, like, look at censorship. You can't even talk about certain stuff. You can't even jerk off. Heaven forbid, right? Because every social media site crushes it down. I mean, we don't even have non-biased news agencies. Name one person in your family or some friend of yours that's been on the news that ain't lying. Nobody, right? Like, isn't that weird? I don't know, bro. I don't know. World's going downhill fast. We need real men to stand up and fight for our rights, bro. Like, when you see those corrupt police brutality videos, just know that could happen to you, your loved ones, and with how Corona... choking, what the hell? And how Corona is shutting everything down. Take a minute, do some critical thinking, and just ask yourself, like, I mean, isn't that a little weird to you? Since America is supposed to be built on humanitarian rights and our amendment, which I don't mean to laugh, but it is kind of a joke now, ain't it? You make the slightest mistake and you kiss your gun rights goodbye. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I think I should be able to go out and hunt some animals, cook it up for dinner, so you guys can't overprice it at the grocery store if I want to. You know, one deer can feed like me and all my friends for probably a couple months. Probably costs me so much cheaper than the grocery store. Like, even vegans can hear me out on this one. Like, I think you'd actually like me if you went out and hunted it yourself, because listen, that dog shit, that cat food we get at the grocery store, that ain't real food, dude. Like, that stuff lasts like 3 days and it's rotten. And like, they process it and all this stuff. Like, man, I've always wondered, what does a fresh kill after hunting taste like? I bet it tastes pretty darn good. I know for a fact it'd feed a family of 5 for a couple months. How does that not sound good to you? I mean, vegan or not, don't we all care about our families in that regard, where we want them to have the best life possible? Meat's good for bodybuilding too. It makes you stronger, which in turn makes you live longer. Think about how you go to a job and that job is hard and you're struggling. Well, if you eat all that meat, you get stronger. You build up more strength. Suddenly it's easier and life's more bearable. See, that's what I'm about. I'm about making the life better for everyone. This rant is over. I'm gonna call that an episode, man. I had to talk about Corona and the state of our world and how just whenever the government takes something away, it's like we the people are the only ones that suffer, man. Like, government clientele, they have all their gun rights. They're able to say whatever the fuck they want. If we say anything back, there's a jail cell. I think it's all weird, man. Just think it's weird, dude. I just feel like us men need to come together and like make our own group, make our own organization that never sells out, by the way. You hear me? Never works at the government. You hear me? Because that's when shit goes south. That's when it just stops working. Right there. For the people, by the people. No in between, bro. Ever. Because that way when your loved ones get brutally assaulted by the police or taken advantage of by a stupid doctor that looks at an innocent person as a money grab, or when they go to the job agency and they're abused because they're different or they have disabilities or whatever, you know, then somebody can stand up for them for the rest of us, because we don't have that enough, man. Too many people treat us like we're animals when we're people too. Like, rant over. Peace out, man. Like, if you like the content, like, comment, subscribe. You're gonna be seeing a lot of me. I'm gonna, stay tuned. I'm about to do some gameplay on Dragon Ball Z as well. We're 25% complete. I'm with my man Vegeta right now. We're about to go destroy the evildoers. Protect your family. Use hand sanitizer. God bless you all, man. I hope you have a good day.